We are here with Shimmy Shtauber celebrating the release of The Lost Treasure. This is a lost treasure that has been in the waiting for 25 years. And this all started 25 years ago with the release of The Golden Crown, by the incredible Abie Rotenberg. And as far as
Rabbi Shmuel
Klein, 100%. And as far as I understand, we have Abie Rotenberg with us live via telephone from Toronto, Canada. Abie Rotenberg, welcome back to Layl Shishi with Yoely. How are you?
Getting Erev Shabbos to you. It's nice to be on the air.
It's great to have you on. And, you know, when Shimmy told me that that the sequel to The Golden Crown is finally after 25 years, we got very excited because, especially for us, the way we grew up on that album.
The way I understand it, it's like a prequel, not a sequel.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Right, but because it leads into, but it could go either way, right? Because it's the same cast, the same character, I know, continues.
Because the Golden Crown at the end.
I got it. Anyway, so first of all, I want to congratulate. It's incredible. First of all, your part on it. You do a good evil guy.
I know. I make. And I'm the only one who wants to take those parts. Everybody else says, "No, give me a nice part." I love it.
Yeah, and vocally also you do so incredible. We played a clip of it before, and it really keeps it so suspenseful, and because you're doing you do it in that manner. But in regard to actually this project, how did you hook up with Shimmy, and how did this whole idea come about from your point?
Well, no one should. First of all, Shimmy is the producer. It was his baby from the very beginning. He worked very hard to put it all together, dealing with artistic types like me and myself and others from the past is not an easy thing, and getting us all to be happy and agree with the project. He put in yeoman's work, and he really deserves a lot of credit for that. Whoa. We had a partial script. A couple of years after the first Golden Crown came out, we started to write a second script. But for one reason or another, whether it was other projects or business or life or having children or whatever, we were never able to get together and finish the script. We had about half of it. Shimmy took that script, and he got at Gittel Schwartz to take from that and to expand on it and to turn it into a very, very interesting story, a fascinating story, which I found out at the end turned out to be a prequel, like I mentioned before, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful adventure for kids, and he was nice enough to ask me to play a part, and I was happy to do so.
It's interesting you're saying, for kids, we actually got a few text messages of adults that are enjoying this as well. I'll tell you the truth, I'm not really into story albums, story tapes, but
I'm so sorry to hear that.
No. Listen, but there's something about this. I was listening to it on the way, on Hanukkah. I was traveling to Monsey from Brooklyn, and we're listening. We got to our destination. We had to wait till the end of the story. The Hanukkah party had to wait because
a good children's tape will be entertaining to the parents as well, or else they won't let the kids listen to it over and over again in the car.
Right.
I received a letter, I remember, years and years ago from a parent who had the Midos Machine, one of the Midos Machine albums, and wrote to me that after having to listen to it like 5 times in a row on a drive from Toronto to New York, she threw the cassette out the window. And I was delighted because, the next day she had to go out and buy another one.
Very good, Abie. And I've had, on the show here, we've had many composers, and I've asked them this question, and I know you're a composer, in music as well. Sometimes you compose a song, and then it might be the way you intended it. It might not be the way you intended it. Is this something that if you would have taken on the project, is this something that is it in this direction that you would have gone with the story, or not necessarily?
I would like to.
Every producer, every artist, every musician has different tastes and different flavors. It's like taste in food. Al tam v'reach en lehitvakeach. I might have done certain things different, but it does not delegitimize what Shimmy did. I mean, Shimmy is a producer on his own. He has his own approach. Lahavdil in the secular world, you have different directors and producers, and they do things differently, but hopefully whatever you do is popular and well received by the audience, by the people at large. Certain things I might have done differently, but that doesn't make what Shimmy did any less creative or interesting for the public. Did I sufficiently confuse you with that answer?
No. It makes a lot. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah. No, the truth is, everybody has their way of and even within the same thing. Like we were off the air. We were discussing there are certain things that I realized listening to it, and there's certain things that Hanan realized, and different people pick up on different nuances in a story or in a song. There are different. When somebody, it could be a song that a composer had one feeling or one idea in mind, and then.
But you also mentioned at the beginning, and I think it's important to note that we're talking about 25 years.
Right.
So had Shimmy approached me 20 years ago or 15 years ago and asked me, I would not have given the script because there still would have been a fairly good chance that we were going to go ahead with it.
Right.
But 25 years is a long time, and I'm older today and with married children and grandchildren, and it doesn't look like I was going to do another project like that. So I was very, very happy to pass on what we had and to participate in it, and he was delighted to use myself and Moshe Blaustein and Shlomi Goldreich and Reb Shmuel Klein and all the Chaver from Reb Shlomo Model, all the Chaver from the first CD, and give us a little bit of fun back in the studio.
That must have been fun going back. It probably brought back a lot of memories from 25 years ago.
Yes, it was nice to hear their voices and hear them acting again. It really was.
You're responsible for two of the songs on this.
Well, the story song, the story song is one of my favorites. I love that song, and it's from a long time ago, and we just did a remake of that. Shimmy did a remake of that. And then a tune that I had written for, to the words Hashem Shema B'Koili, Shimmy took that and wrote English words to that.
Right, and that you do together with Shlomo Simcha, an incredible voice. We actually just played it right before you came on. We played that song.
Yes.
So incredible, So it's overall, this is an amazing musical production and a great story and suspenseful and.
We can never It's so important for our kids and all of us to have the word kosher entertainment, uplifting entertainment, to have products that teach and inspire, because there's so much junk out there at the same time that it's easy for our kids to listen to, and this is just the opposite. This is something entertaining, takes their mind. Kids need to relax too. They can't always be learning, can't always be steiging. You need to come down a little bit every once in a while. This is a perfect way for that to happen.
100%. I have you on the air. I can't get away with not asking this. Is there a Journeys or a Dveikus in the works? Or
in your bracha? Maybe if the Eibishter listens to your bracha, he'll send me a few good ideas.
Listen, you know what? The music of Abie Rotenberg, I mean, especially somebody my age, growing up with the Journeys and the Dveikus and the Lev Nefesh and the Eish. I mean, this is the music. I remember when I got married, it was Eish, Hine Loyan V'Laisha, and that was the beginning of the horror set was that song. It's like, if I hear that song, it brings me back to my wedding. So your music has been classic. You've always been able to keep it amazing, keep it entertaining, keep it inspiring, keep it geschmack, all the any positive adjective that you could find.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
that. So believe me, we would be very excited if there was so what, we give you a bracha. You should be able to put out many more albums and compose many more songs. And today the style is to do singles. So maybe an Abie Rotenberg single.
Yeah, one of my grandchildren was telling me that. He says you don't have to do a whole album, just do a single. So maybe.
There we go.
I didn't realize that. He told me that also a few weeks ago. He says to me, just a single. Okay, maybe that can be done.
So maybe we could do Dr. Midos could just have a new single of a new song.
A story's a little bit more complicated to do a single.
Father, I have to tell you that the story song, I use that as a classic. That's how old it was. We used it, on my classic show. And I would like to echo what Yoely said, if we could come out with new, because there is not a week that goes by that we don't play one of the old Abie Rotenberg classics from all these, from Dveikis and from, the olden days. And therefore, I would also like to echo that by giving you a bracha that Emir Hashem, we should walk into the Svarim store, or Yoely should send me an email of a new song, composed by...
I want everyone listening to the show tonight to answer Amen. I'm sure they are.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
for sure, 100%. Rabbi Abie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Abie.
Much pleasure. Again, Hatzlacha with the CD, Shimmy, and it should be all over the place, in every community, in every city of the United States, in every school. Kindle should listen to it, and you should have Hatzlacha with it, and come out with a lot more material, because we need it.
Yes, thank you.
All the best.
Abie Rotenberg.
Have a good night and a good Shabbos.
Have a wonderful night, a good Shabbos. Wow. Abie Rotenberg.
The legendary.
Did we just speak to Abie Rotenberg?
Yes, we did.
I was in the sports store. I saw something so shocking. I saw on the shelf 3 marvelous music machines, the Golden Crown and the Lost Treasure next to it. I was like, what?
And Pepsi Myers.
That was on the bookshelf.
That was
Abie nailed it.
Yeah, you know what?
Of
course, 100%. So this was a big treat. This was a big treat to have Abie on. Somebody writes, Abie Rotenberg, wow, you're so amazing. I wish I would have seen this. It came in afterwards. I would love to meet you. You inspired thousands.
I would say hundreds of thousands.
Thousands with your talent. May the Eibishter bench you with good health, long life, and happiness with the entire mishpacha. Amen. Oh, very good. Thank you. Oh, Rachamim Sema. He also sends you a... People are texting in that they're very excited that Abie was on. So now let's say you want to play one of the other other.
So we're trying to make contact with.
Yeah, but first let's play one of the other.
The story
song.
No, the story song maybe we'll do at the end. Which one? Mustafa.
Or the clip.
Mustafa, the clip. Let's do Mustafa, and then we're going to try to make contact with. You have Mustafa there?
Slumpy blasting.
We're going to try to make
Shapiro.
And here we go. Here's this is one of the clips from The Lost Treasure.
Mahmoud, wait 1 second. Look here. I found another clue. Listen to this. It says here that after Suleiman's men ambushed Prince Mustafa and his entourage, one of the Sultan's men shot the prince in his heart with an arrow. As the prince lay on the ground, he whispered to his brother Abdullah with his last dying breath.
Abdullah, my brother, please. My brother, promise me that you will bury me with my sword.
Mustafa, please, don't talk like that. Mustafa, no, stay with me. You're going to be okay.
Abdullah, please, promise me. It is my last wish. Bury me with my sword.
And Prince Mustafa then closed his eyes forever.